First one, in honor of all writers, because as you can tell, they're not good at keeping time, or keeping schedules. Anyway, manuscript. An open notebook, smudge spots, pencil shavings, angry grunts from a tired mouth, a balled up sheet, an empty chair, a creaky desk, a blinking bulb, books on how to create masterpieces. Like Titles for Dummies, The Writer Inside, Your Novel and You. The twist of a timer for 30 minutes. 15. No, 10. 5. A slam timer and heavy footsteps out the door. Yeah! A lot of these are monologue poems. My poetry instructor told me that I have a knack for those. This one is about cake. I really never had birthday parties growing up. And we didn't really have cakes per se. It was always this one cupcake that had a candle on top of it. We blew it out every year. So the first time I actually had a cake to myself, it was my 15th birthday, and I was so excited, but it was also kind of sad. So I had to tie that in too. Cake. I sit by myself. The party is over. The guests have left. The table has nothing but empty plastic dishware. But placed in front of me is one slice of cake. The last piece of an enormous whole, and all to myself. It's been so long, never in fact, since I've had a slice. On this birthday, I get to feast like all the lucky kids do. Doesn't seem like that little fork was enough of a weapon for the arena I'm about to enter. The first bite is excitement. I can't believe it tastes so good. The second bite is guilt. I'm filling myself with empty happiness. The third is of anger. I've waited too long for this moment. The fourth is of apology for the years I spent without pushing for cake. Next comes the pause. It appears that I've forgotten the occasion. A blown out candle lays next to the pastry, reminding me that this is a time of celebration. Maybe this is the first year it's felt like it. Yeah! And my absolute favorite one, it's the perspective of God, or whoever for that matter, talking to a kid before they're committing suicide. I tried to make it happier due to a past poem, but I'm not gonna get into that. My little one. Hello again. I know you must have several questions, but please let me talk. If you guess correctly, which I know you have, I'm God. Yes, the God. It's been a while, yes, and I have much to tell you. First off, you're not dead. Everyone seems to think that right away. Sometimes I like to drop by and chat while you're still alive. With that being said, I really don't want you to rush that. We both know you've been thinking about it. Please don't do that. I want you to have a chance to enjoy yourself. I know you're scared, and I know you're angry too. You're disappointed in yourself, and it just doesn't seem to get better. Life sucks, but I don't want you to think that this is it. You're young, okay? Do you honestly think that this is the best? That there's nothing to strive for? I see you're nodding. And I can understand why you think that. Know that I'm proud of you. Very proud of what you say. But listen, you're here, right? Well, there, but you know what I mean. You're so close to the beginning of your life, also known as the fun part. That's right, adulthood. I know, you've heard some things. But compare that to now. Your own decisions, your own space, your own adventures. No one will be able to take that away from you. Understand this. You've earned it. No one said this to you before, and it's time you acknowledge it. I could show you everyone that is inspired by you, but you don't have the time. I watch you, you see, and I've been doing that since your birth. Believe me when I say, I've enjoyed the show. You have so many things to experience, and I can't wait to see your face when you see them. So keep pushing, not harder, but at the same pace, because it's enough. You're doing what you can, and that's all that matters. And the next time I see you, I want you to do the talking, because you'll have plenty to say. This one is self-explanatory, so I'm just going to read it. It's called Brown Eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but can one look past the color of the glass panels? Here's the observation of the lack of height. The world does not know where they came from. Brown is not just the name of color. Brown is the bark of the young tree as its thick arms reach toward the clouds, producing such vivid greens that will soon become bright oranges and reds. It's those soft orbs of brown that should be respected. You fear them when they are angry. How dare you challenge them? The sorrow remains close to heart when they are but drifting balls of hope in that conjured sea of tears. This is not to downplay the many colors of the eye, but I will not apologize for the glorification of such a magnificent occurrence we have been blessed with since the beginning of humanity. Brown eyes are the most common in children. Are they not entitled to find them beautiful, as every other part of their body is loved? A kid will adore himself, from the ends of his hair to the nails on his toes. Never have they found a problem with what color their eyes are. There's something you should be reminded of. Hate is not born, it's taught. We were taught to like better, more brilliant, resonant colors. We see no grace in this solid color, but you need a newsflash. It blows my mind that after all this time you spent on Earth, nobody ever bothered to tell you that your eyes aren't brown. They are copper against honey and sage, and when they water, they glow. Two perfect orbs, the same shade as nature after it rains. You're not as simple as they wanted you to be. Yeah. The theme is timing, so of course I wrote like 3 poems before I had to speak today. Like literally in an hour and a half. But graduation is coming up in like 3 weeks, and sometimes it just feels like I haven't accomplished as much as like my peers have. I mean, everyone feels that when you're not doing as much as all your friends are, and you're just like, I'm kind of just here, and you're doing like these amazing things. But this is called for the slow walkers. Listen up, because here's a compliment for some of you. Encouragement, if you will. We're the slow ones. Like go-getters, we got the memo to go, but not how to get. It was just us. Just us doing what is our best and what is everyone else's average. In this day and age, people just get done faster. School, work, love, life, all of it, and successfully. I have friends who are artists, nurses, and beginning engineers. It's such an honor to know such amazing people. And it's so nice to see them accomplish. It's like they're running, trained and ripped, and on 40 gallons of that absolutely revolting Gatorade. Just yards before the red ribbon. In that same race are some of you. You worked out too, but you did like 10 push-ups, which is the most you can do. You drank some water because Gatorade sucks and you thought you could do better. But you're racing, the last one to finish. We're perfectionists, which is what takes us so long. Dream chasers, and all around good people. We're just not very quick. We'll get there, I'm sure, because everyone else has. We're going to take our time, so if we get distracted, it's not like we're in a rush anyway. And just a couple silly ones because I saw Captain America: Civil War. Black Panther's the best.
No spoilers, right? I haven't seen it yet. There's no spoilers in them.
I might not be able to read my Black Panther poem.
What's the earplugs?
I'm not gonna read it yet. So this one is.
We got plans to see that movie. No spoilers.
It's really good. Okay, an open message to supers. Do you pay insurance? Because I want to say that 2004 Caravan you just blew up is insured. Oh, and my house is half gone. But it's not like you live there, right? And my dog? You mean the one that's probably in the atmosphere when you literally ripped up my front yard? I don't care about your justice, dude. My mom was coming over. She already thinks I'm a loser for not becoming a dentist, and now my whole neighborhood is on fire. Why did I move here? Why don't you go away? I just wanted to sleep in for work. And that freaking bat guy is yelling at someone who is clearly Clark Kent in the alley behind my friend's apartment building. Oh, and let's not forget my wonderful vacation in New York. And hey, Captain America, thanks for being a leader and being a good man. Big fan, and screw you. With your boomerang shield and your tight bodysuit. And tell your pal Iron Man that he can just give out a small sum of $1 million to the victims. But seriously, you guys are doing more damage than good. You notice the screams? Can you hear the cries? The people suffering because you couldn't decide to take care of the problem ahead of time? There's just one thing that hurts the most though. One thing that scars us so bad we hate you guys. You probably don't know about it considering you don't pay a thing. It's the bill, okay? I gotta replace that car. The people I said were screaming, that's my dad and siblings from the airport. I can't pick them up. And the crying is me. It's always gonna be me, because the half of my house that was destroyed had my Star Wars collection. And you don't know how devastating that is to search for another life-size wax figure of Darth Vader. But y'all don't care, with your lasers and super strength, your money and gadgets, your skills, and, well, superheroes don't really vary. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was bitter about supers. I moved to Sydney, Australia. They just had their first Godzilla attack, and no one saved you from those. Okay, who else in here hasn't seen like Civil War and wants to see it?
So this is my cue.
Fair enough. Actually, there's like no spoilers for real. Keep on the chill. I promise. I promise.
Okay. Whole dream!
This one is called When You Have a Problem. It's that time of year again, and the superhero movies are out and op sessions start. So let me tell you about my boy Black Panther. T'Challa showed up in Civil War and stole the whole movie. Literally didn't pick a side in the fight and got more done than all the Avengers combined. I'm gonna skip these lines because you don't know what I'm talking about. That deep African accent won me over. The guy is rich, tall, and handsome, just like Bruce Wayne. In fact, Black Panther is just like Batman. If Batsy was well developed in a 2.5-hour plotline, that actually made sense. But anywho, now there's a character that's the king of Wakanda, king of the dead, and king of my wallet, because those 7 movies he signed on will be in 3D and I'll have to be in front seat. Thank you.
Wait, king of the dead?